Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life in the freaking crazy life that is a digital asset space. Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. Whoa, what a crazy time to be an early adopter in this new asset class that is the digital asset space. Well, goodness, I don't even know where to begin with the hearing today in the House Committee, Financial Services Committee with Gary Gensler. Man, it looks like hashtag Gary Gensler is not your friend is just as appropriate as it could possibly be. Wow. Did this dude, Chairman Gensler, just go before the committee of Congress representatives and say, and tell them what he is not going to answer? Did he just say, I am not going to talk about a specific, I'm not going to answer your question? Wow, it really is looking as though he is perhaps looking to lump all the digital assets and call these digital asset securities and perhaps umbrella them underneath brokerage firms like Fidelity and TD Ameritrade and the likes. They kind of look like that. I mean, he did get a hard time today. They were on him for sure. But did he just go before Congress and say what he is not going to comment on? Wow, that is some interesting stuff. We're going to go over that. And shout out to Representative Patrick McHenry, I believe his name is, because he stuck it too, Mr. Gensler. So if there was ever any hope that Gary Gensler was going to be on the side of the digital asset space, we can just all let that go now. No shot, none. It is obvious that he is working for his Wall Street buddies, period, point, end of discussion. That's what he's doing. He is not our friend. He is not a friend of crypto. I'm going to share a couple of videos from that committee hearing today. Interesting stuff. Let's just go to Patrick Henry and watch how he calls this dude out in the beginning. Calls out Gary Gensler. So the House Committee on Financial Services hearing with Gary Gensler. Let's take a listen to this. Hopefully I have it at the beginning. Let's go here to the very beginning.
The ranking member of the committee, the gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. McHenry, for 4 minutes.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. And Chairman Gensler, thanks for being here. It's good to see you again. Last time you were here, the Senate had just confirmed you, and it made sense that you're reluctant to speak about the direction of the Commission's agenda. But now that you've had some time to get your sea legs, I'm looking forward to your discussion about regulatory priorities. You've not been shy in the press, so I hope we can have a frank and transparent conversation here today. On digital assets, you've made a number.
I hope to have a frank and transparent conversation with you today. You've been all over in the news. You've been all over in the news talking, doing videos.
Of concerning, in my view, and contradictory public statements regarding crypto assets and other innovative technology. When you were here in May, you stated that there was a need for additional legislation to appropriately regulate and define.
Oh, no, don't tell me what is going on.
Digital asset and digital asset exchanges. Then just a few weeks ago, when you testified before the Senate Banking Committee, you stated that there was, quote, a great deal, end quote, of clarity in the law. You implied that many digital asset exchanges are unregistered securities exchanges and even threatened one digital asset exchange by name. So which is it? Does the SEC want more legislative authority, or is it about to unleash a regulatory tsunami under existing laws?
Wow. Does it want more authority? Is it about to issue a regulatory enforcement tsunami? Which one is it, Chair Gensler? Because we all want to know, which one is it? Which one is it, Chair Gensler? Oh,
To be frank, I have strong concerns about how you'll regulate in the digital asset space and whether the law is on your side. I believe it's time for Congress to step up and provide clear guidelines that will.
whoa, go get him. I got a new fan. Not a new fan. And you have a new fan, Representative Patrick McHenry. Whoa. Out of North Carolina. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got a new friend here. And he's suggesting that the law is not on Chair Gensler's side. How about that?
Not allow an SEC chair to change the law by interview or statement or a statement posted on the commission's website. That's why earlier today I introduced the Clarity for Digital Tokens Act of 2021.
Clarity for Digital Tokens Act. Now we just get more and more of these things coming before Congress. Congress is submitting. One of them's going to get passed. It's just a matter of time.
We need to nurture innovation and technology in this country, not send it overseas. This bill, which borrows from the great work of SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce, helps bring legal certainty to digital asset projects that we badly need regulatory clarity to launch. Two other points before the time runs out. First, much of your broader agenda appears to be no more investor friendly than the bad bills the majority in the House here continues to push in this committee. There's a bipartisan concern that you'll use, quote, investor protection as a guise for limiting everyday investor choice and run roughshod over.
Oh, investor protection as a guide. Where have we heard that one? Gary Gensler running around singing your mantra of investor protection. And we all know that it is a guise. I want you guys to understand that more and more people in Congress are recognizing the sham, including Commissioner Peirce at the SEC, the sham that is Chair freaking Gary Gensler. Wow.
For appropriate processes in implementing your regulatory agenda. Along the same lines, following appropriate process doesn't seem to be your strong suit. Your move to politicize an independent accounting oversight board by terminating the chair has raised concerns about your commitment to transparency and process.
He terminated the chair of the Oversight Committee. Whoa. Which committee is this? I didn't know this.
First, much of your broader agenda appears to be no more investor friendly than the bad bills the majority in the House here continues to push in this committee. There's a bipartisan concern that you'll use, quote, investor protection as a guise for limiting everyday investor choice and run roughshod over appropriate processes in implementing your regulatory agenda. Along the same lines, following appropriate process doesn't seem to be your strong suit. Your move to politicize an independent accounting oversight board by terminating the chair has raised concerns about your commitment to transparency and process. Second, it's a point you and I have spoken about, but I want to raise here. I've sent you several letters that you've received that frankly received less than a fulsome response. That's not acceptable. Members of this committee rightly have concerns and questions about your agency and what you're doing and why it has undertaken certain actions. The SEC needs to respond in a timely and substantive manner. I hope that with more time on the job, this problem will correct itself, and my expectation is it will. Thank you for making it a priority. Thank you, Madam Chair, and I yield back.
Wow. Go on. I see you, Patrick McHenry. What? Wow. Did he not let into him or what? This is what we need. Gary Gensler is coming before the United States Congress and saying, I'm going to answer this, but I am not going to answer that. And what are you going to do about it? Wow. I see you, Representative Patrick McHenry. That is some stuff right there. That was some really good stuff. Now, I didn't get to kind of like hide all of these things here from this, but I do know that he was not answering the old question of ETH and Bitcoin as being securities. A digital asset investor said, unbelievable. We have an SEC commissioner who is supposed to answer to Congress that won't answer to Congress. That is brutal. Let me share this clip here. Senator Pat McHenry is asking him about Bitcoin and Ethereum.
But is it your view now that that Bitcoin and Ether are not securities?
No, I'm not going to get into any one token, but I think the securities laws are quite clear. If you're raising money from somebody else, and that's something the investing public believes that they anticipate or have a reasonable anticipation of profits based on the efforts of others, that fits within the securities law. And so,
okay, and that's why today, along those same lines, Chairman Gensler, along those same lines, that's why I introduced the Clarity for Digital Tokens Act with Representative Davidson and Budd, based on Commissioner Peirce's digital token safe harbor proposal. I asked about this before. Have you had a chance to review her proposal?
Commissioner Peirce and I talk actively about these matters, but I have not yet reviewed. I think you just introduced your bill this morning, and I look forward to looking closely at that.
But the bill is based off of her proposal, and I was asking if you've reviewed her proposal.
Commissioner Peirce and I have had a number of conversations about her thoughts on these.
That is not an answer. Wow, this is again. Yeah, this guy's in trouble. He is definitely in trouble. Members of Congress are not going to stand for that. Yeah, so there's going to be something that's going to be done because it's definitely when it starts to kind of get on that power play. That was a power play move made by Gensler. Things start to happen. Things are going to start to happen for sure. I don't know what all can be done. What will Congress look to do? But he is not going to get what he wants from Congress. I think that's going to be clear. Gary Gensler is not going to get it. And they can check his tone. They can check they'll get frustrated with the lack of answering questions when he's brought before Congress, which by whatever committee that it is. They will get frustrated with that. And this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to BS his way around some stuff. And yeah, he's going to get called. He's going to get called to the carpet. John E. Deaton said, all of crypto, especially ETH holders, should do everything in their power to flip the house next year. It's unfortunate, but it is kind of a Democrat-Republican thing going on here with Gensler and the Democrats and the Republicans not liking Gensler. In any case, if you don't think that Gensler will come after you next, then you're not paying attention. He won't even declare Bitcoin a non-security. I think Clayton did that. Bitcoin and ETH, this dude won't even answer the question. What do you think that's about? It's about his regulatory agenda, just like Patrick McHenry stated. Patrick McHenry stated. Yeah, interesting stuff. I'm going to go over a couple of things here, but wow, just not a good look. Looks like Bitcoin is set to become legal payment in Brazil. Brazil's federal deputy Ario Ribeiro has revealed that Brazilians could soon be able to buy houses, cars, and even McDonald's with Bitcoin.
But is it your view now that
So in any case, there it is there. My guy, DIY Investing, did a tweet, responded to Alice Cobb. What was your most legendary XRP purchase? He says Alice Cobb, was $750.14. Definitely got your beat there. And DIY Investing said, I put 1,000K in at 14 cents. And it was all my money at the time. LOL. Oh, when I see these, I think to myself, holy moly, did I invest a lot of money in XRP? All right, guys, listen, I am going to end this video like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.